Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, and welcome to our detailed breakdown of the Abus Detecto 8000. It's actually called the Granit Detecto 8000. Whenever you see granite, it denotes top of the line from Abus. What this is probably the most bomb-proof and durable and strong sonic disc lock we have at RevZilla.com. This is made out of proprietary stainless steel by Abus. It is meant to slide over your front brake disc, and it could lock in multiple places. You'll notice that we have the weatherproof. It's completely weatherproof. It's completely corrosion proof. It uses a proprietary steel mixture as well as tempering process from Abus. It's part of the X Plus family, which means that the key that it comes with, which is lighted, actually has 1.4 million different combinations. It's virtually unpickable. The cylinder is unpullable, undrillable. What you would do is you'd push the key in and unlock it, and you're going to come in tight here and show you. There's a 14 millimeter bolt that comes down. 14 millimeters. Imagine the amount of time, if you could even get to it, it would take to get through that with a cut saw. You're going to slide that bolt in place around your brake cylinder, and what's going to happen is this dimple that comes out in the middle is actually going to be depressed, and when it's depressed, it's going to arm the alarm. Now, it uses the 3D motion technology from Abus, which is their top end. You also see that 3D motion technology in something like the Detecto RS1, which is a little bit more basic than this, but it's not just vibration that's going to set it off. It's not visual detection that's going to set it off like some of the other locks that are constantly going off, with false positives that you see from competitors. This is 3D motion. It's really going to have an internal gyro that's going to set this off if you push it onto any different axis or if you vibrate it. So something like the Detecto RS2 or RS3 are just attack proof. If you're attacking it, if you're tampering with it, it's got to be strong vibration to set it off. This is more sensitive, but it's going to give you the ability to only have that 110 decibel alarm kick off if it really is being moved. The beauty behind having this monster on your brake disc and having it as a theft deterrent is also it's not going to come off. Someone's not going to be able to roll your bike or rotate that front wheel 360 degrees without this getting in the way of the forks. So again, it's a physical barrier as well as a deterrent as well as a sonic deterrent. You're looking at $2.25 for something like this, $225 around. So I mean, that's a big investment, but this is super premium. The beauty of Abus is they've been making locks for almost 100 years. They're the #1 padlock maker in the world. In Europe, they're #1 in bike and motorcycle locks. They actually make all the padlocks for the US government. And they do that, they're so special because they manage everything from the sourcing of the steel to the tempering process to the machining to the tooling to all of the manufacturing. They own all of their own manufacturing plants in both Germany as well as China. So what happens is when you don't have different middlemen that need to make a profit as you're sourcing different components of building a lock like this, you can actually add a ton more value to the lock. It's still super premium. It's still what I would consider a very high-end lock at the price point, but what you're getting is if a competitor made something like this, it would probably cost like $500. It's just a dramatic amount of technology and innovation that goes into a piece like this, not to mention the high-end quality of the components that are used. So you can buy the Detecto 8000 standalone on its own. It uses 2 AAA batteries to power it, and they're going to be replaceable through the back panel. You can also buy the Detecto 8000 with the 12KS 14 millimeter chain system. It's going to be 44 inches long. And what this is going to allow you to do is kind of an eyelet loop that will go around, allow you to have this coated hexagonal chain. The beauty of the Abus chains is that they're 40 to 60% lighter than the competition's chains because of the exotic materials that are used within the steel, but they're also going to be stronger. So this is a very bomb-proof chain that's going to have a durable textile coating over it. And what you would do is, if you're going to put this on your bike, you would open the lock, move that 14 millimeter bolt, and then what you would do is you would slide this chain in, lock this chain to whatever you're going to lock it to, connected to your front wheel. And then what's going to happen is when you arm it, it should arm the lock because I'm depressing that dimple that's inside. So there you go. Now I've armed the lock, and because I'm holding it, my hand's not steady, it's going off. 110 decibels really hurts my ears. Turn this guy off, open it up, and then to remove it, you'd pull it out that way and slide it. If you buy it with the 12KS chain system, you're looking at probably adding another $100 to the purchase price. But again, as far as sonic disc locks are concerned, this is really the Rolls Royce of what we're selling at RevZilla these days. It not only does it look great, but it's corrosion proof, weatherproof. They test the Abus lock family at -80 degrees Celsius to +80 degrees Celsius. And what they do is they superheat it or supercool it, and then they pound it with what they call hammer blows. It's always funny when we talk to the German folks at Abus and they're English and they say, we hit it with hammer blows, we strike it to see if we can break it when it's in its most expended or brittle forms from heat or extreme cooling. So again, it's start to finish the R&D that goes into a product like this. If you have any questions about the sonic disc locks from Abus, the top of the end is the Detecto 8000. From there you go RS1, RS2, RS3. Then you get into the non-sonics, which is going to be top end, is going to be the Sledge, and you have the Trigger and the Provoke series. Shoot us a line. We'll walk you through all those different nuances and how they really work and what could be potentially the best for your bike setup. Shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As always, it's over 39 bucks. It weighs 1,000,000 pounds, but we're going to ship it to you for free on our dime. If you have any issues, send it back. We'll exchange it for free. If you just don't like it, we'll give you 100% back to your card. There's never a restock fee. And as always, anything over $100 is going to allow you to earn TeamZilla cash to be applied to your next order. It's our loyalty program, allows you to save some money in the long run. Thank you for watching our in-depth breakdown of the Abus Detecto 8000 and 8012KS chain combo system, available at RevZilla.com/Abus. We hope this helps in your buying process decision making. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.